Welcome to the world of documentaries, your channel for knowing that is largely unknown. Love changes your brain more powerfully than most drugs you will ever take. Every time you feel love, your brain releases a chemical cocktail: dopamine for reward, oxytocin for bonding, serotonin for mood, and endorphins for comfort. At the same time, the areas of your brain that judge and criticize go quieter, which is why people in love so easily overlook flaws. In early romantic love, the brain is in a state of controlled madness. Dopamine and norepinephrine spike, making you feel energized, obsessed, and unable to stop thinking about that one person. The reward system lights up exactly like it does with addictive substance. So rejection feels like withdrawal, not just sadness. Parts of the prefrontal cortex, the rational decision maker in your brain, goes dim. So you idolize them and ignore red flags you would normally see clearly. But if the relationship survives, the brain slowly shifts gears. Dopamine calms down while oxytocin and vasopressin take the lead, building trust, attachment, and long term bonding. Oxytocin, vasopressin, and years of shared routines make your partner becomes a primary source of safety, regulation, and your identity. That's why after a partner's death, the brain goes through attachment shock and reward withdrawal. It can feel impossible to survive without them. Family love, especially between parent and child, rewrites the brain in its own intense way. Holding a baby can release huge waves of oxytocin and prolactin, deepening the instinct to protect and care. Our emotional center, amygdala, becomes highly tuned to the child's signals. So a parent wakes up to the slightest cry and scans constantly for danger. Friendship love activates many of the same networks, but with more comfort and safety, and usually less sexual drive. Time with close friends increase oxytocin and endorphins, which is why laughing together literally reduces pain and lowers your stress. Brain scans show that simply knowing someone has your back changes how your brain responds to threat. Danger feels smaller when you are not alone. Then there is the love we rarely talk about seriously. It's self love and self compassion. When you practice self kindness instead of constant self attack, the prefrontal cortex strengthens its control and the amygdala's threat alarm quiets down. Over time, this builds neural pathways for resilience, calm, and confidence. Your relationship with yourself becomes a biological shield, not just a motivational quote. But love can also turn toxic, jealous, controlling, or trauma bonded relationships keep the brain trapped between dopamine highs and cortisol storms, confusing chaos with passion. In these loops, the nervous system lives in fight, flight, freeze response, slowly damaging both mental and physical health, while calling it intense love. In the end, the love you accept and protect doesn't just write your life story, it rewires your brain.